Friday is a special day for Badr Ben Jalloun, as well as other Muslims in his hometown Casablanca in Morocco and in the rest of the world. It's the day when the whole community comes together to pray in mosques. For the 40-year-old former chemical engineer, lunch on Friday has always been couscous.
Couscous culture is something very important in Morocco. The Friday prayer, especially back in the old days, is where everybody gathered. People that prayed every day or people that didn't, they would still make it for Friday prayer. So that's when you make your best dish.
In 2004, Ben Jalloun landed in Beijing as a tourist and then decided to make this part of the world his home. One thing that brought him a homey feeling was couscous. So he started cooking the dish and now has his own Moroccan bistro in a traditional hutong. Every Friday, the couscous appears on the menu.
在北京啊，能够吃到这么正宗的摩洛哥的库斯库斯啊，真的是比较少有。从文化上来讲，我对中国人来讲，可以更多的了解摩洛哥的一些文化。
Ben Jalloun has acquired a reputation as a cultural ambassador for his country. He is also an example of private entrepreneurs from Africa finding their way to China to do business and vice versa.
我们现在说的那个民营企业，大概是，就是说通过商务系统登记的、备过案的3700多家。麦肯锡他们做过一个比较深入的调研，他们觉得应该是1万多家。
More and more private companies and individuals from China and Africa are eager to test the waters of a new territory. David Wang is one of the pioneers. His company organizes trade shows abroad. Wang and his partner found that small and medium-sized Chinese enterprises wanted to explore Africa, but had little know-how and were deterred by the long distance and the tales of political instability they heard about Africa in Western media. It was the same with their African counterparts. So, Wang intended to build a trade and cultural bridge between China and Africa.
Africa, they have a huge population, 1.3 billion people, and they're big size, three times of the China territory. So we find this is a very emerging market. So we selected Africa will be the next potential, maybe 20, 30 years of opportunities. Yes.
Today, MIE's signature event is the China Trade Week, which was launched in Nairobi, Kenya in 2015, aiming at facilitating the operations of SMEs from both sides.
So we are here, just one of the platform, so you can much more transparency. You can direct the negotiation with the supplier or manufacturer, and you can select your design and the customer the quality.
中国的中小微企业应成为中非经贸合作的主力军。什么中国贸易周，他们作为一个，也现在讲既是个企业，我们讲也是一个这个组织里面它也是一个分支。这样的工作就有利于让我们更多的人真正的说来了解这个市场。我们对他们的改变应该说是很大的。第一个呢，就是说我刚才说了，能够丰富他们的市场；第二个，能够给他们带来就业；第三个，我觉得很重要，就是说我们这种中国的制造业企业进去以后，能够推动他们国家的工业化进程。
The Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, which was officially set up in 2000, has boosted Sino-African trade in an unprecedented way. For instance, trade volume between China and Africa in 2018 reached $204.2 billion, up 20% year on year. China has been the largest trading partner of Africa for 10 consecutive years. Moreover, at the Beijing summit of the FACAC in 2018, the Beijing Declaration toward an even stronger China-Africa community with a shared future and the FACAC Beijing Action Plan 2019 to 2021 were adopted, setting the direction for the development of China-Africa relations.
There's a lot more traffic now between China and various African countries. And in quite a few African countries, including Morocco, for example, now access to Chinese citizens is visa-free. So it has increased not just the flow of business, but the flow of tourists, and maybe hopefully a little bit of understanding between both parties. Seeing what's been happening over the last 2 years, I am very positive that there's good stuff coming out. We've had Africa Weeks now in Beijing that have been amazing. And more people are curious about Africa and African countries and various elements of culture, arts, movies than were there before. So it's a positive thing.